Your thyroid is the powerhouse of your metabolism. But in this video, I'm going to teach you and give you all the tools necessary for you to, have a high metabolism, lose the weight by optimizing thyroid function. Now, before we start, the thyroid's located right here, okay, in front of the neck, but it has many effects. All right, for energy levels, metabolism, hormone levels, cognition, and so much more. That is why I focus on thyroid health, because the thyroid is the backup of everything, but the master of none. Okay, so just like it's the powerhouse of your metabolism, we know that. But there's so many things that influence metabolism, metabolic function. Okay, um, inflammation, stress, toxins, infections, poor liver detoxification, medications, and adrenal cortisol issues are all hindrance for thyroid issues. And so in this video, I'm going to help you, lay out exactly what you need to do to help with your thyroid issues. Now, I feel like this is crucial because on a day-to-day basis, I help many individuals get over hypothyroidism, even Hashimoto's, and all types of thyroid decline problems. And so I want to take, real world application to you today. Coming from different parts. We're talking about, the literature, the resources, but I want to give you everything that you can take away for you to actually implement. Now, this is going to work in conjunction with the other YouTube videos that I have talking about thyroid health, how to get over it and things like that. But these are more so to help you, have a face to face with me, see me really, and understand kind of how the processes work. Now, just like I said, let's get into it. So, there are many factors that can influence your thyroid balance. Okay, your diet, environmental toxins. If you are dealing with a lot of toxins, in your liver, then your thyroid hormone can't convert properly. Okay, the T4 into T3 conversion doesn't happen. But before we even start into that, let's actually go over some fundamental things here. Now we have TRH, thyroid releasing hormone, coming from the hypothalamus, which signals to the pituitary gland, okay, to create, that's where TSH is found, where you'll find that in the lab markers, conventionally. Which the flaw is they don't do full thyroid panels, which is the, biggest mistake I see with most problems that individuals deal with because they're not doing a full thyroid panel. Now, okay, so we have TRH going to TSH in the pituitary gland. Now that TSH stimulates the thyroid to create thyroid hormone. Majority of that hormone that gets stimulated from TSH to the thyroid is T4, about 90 to 95% of it. Now, about 5% in, 5 to, around there goes into T3, so not very much. So that T4 has majority of it that just got it, has to convert into the active form, which is T3. But here's the thing. The activation of that hormone from T4 into T3 doesn't just happen in the thyroid gland. All right, it happens in other areas as well, like the liver, the gut, heart, and peripheral tissue. Okay, so all these things influence that conversion of T4 into T3 from TSH. And it's all one big negative feedback loop, meaning it goes in a circle. Now, what happens is majority of people are actually taking thyroid hormone like levothyroxine or Synthroid, even Triason, which is the actual levothyroxine, the pharmaceutical kind. But they're taking these, even thyroid MP, but they're taking these thyroid medications, but they're not converting properly. Now, the reason why this could be happening is multiple reasons. One actually being about 60 to 90% of people are actually dealing with autoimmune Hashimoto's, which is the immune system attacking the thyroid gland. It has nothing to do with the thyroid. The thyroid's the culprit. But, let's say you're not, the other 60% of the population that are dealing with thyroid issues. Let's say you're just dealing with hypothyroid symptoms and you still are taking medication and you still deal with symptoms. Now, the problem could be either thyroid resistance, meaning the cells in your body are not hearing the message of thyroid hormone, or the activation of thyroid is not getting properly heard from the conversion. So what that means is that your T4 into T3, your T4 medication is not converting into T3 because at the other receptor sites within the liver and the gut, okay, there's an imbalance there. So this is how toxins, inflammation, food sensitivities, and infections all influence your thyroid hormone, your thyroid health, because your metabolization, your transmission, your conversion of thyroid hormone happen at these receptor sites. Now, let's start out with what are some of the key nutrients that work on your thyroid? So, iron, iodine, tyrosine, zinc, selenium, vitamin A, vitamin E, and some of your B vitamins like B2 and B6, and vitamin D and vitamin C. Um, and that's the majority of the, obviously nutrients that are used in the synthesis of thyroid hormone. Now, my apologies about the background noise. I'm right next to a highway. But, all right. So you have these key nutrients that are for the thyroid, like I just said, but majority of the time we're focused on iodine, selenium, and tyrosine. Why are we focused on these? Because T4 and T3 are actually the amount of iodine needed for those hormones. So in T4 you have 4 iodine atoms, and in T3 you have 3 iodine atoms. Now the thing is that why is selenium important? Because the enzyme deiodinase that works on the conversion of T4 into T3 uses selenium. So that's why selenium and iodine are two crucial components of thyroid health. Now, if you are deficient in those, that will impact your thyroid health, which then will impact your metabolism, which then will make weight loss hard. Now, I think a big thing is that if you are struggling with anything like this, I think supplementing correctly with either, a thyroid supplement, which I can link mine, Thyroboost. You can use my discount code to support me and my business at Complete Vitality. But using something like that can drastically improve your thyroid health, whether you're taking medication, whether you're not taking medication, whether you're dealing with Hashimoto's, no matter what you're dealing with, this supplement will help. It's a supplement, it's natural. It has all the key minerals to help with thyroid conversion, but also has glandular support, meaning it's actual thyroid tissue coming from an animal, which it's like supports like Ayurvedic medicine. But that's just some of the nutrients involved in thyroid health. Now, the first step you need to do to correct your thyroid is to get a full thyroid panel. You have to know what is really going on. Is it reverse T3 that's high? Now, if you don't know any of these lab markers or values, get someone that does, whether it be someone like me or someone like a healthcare professional, medical professional, someone that understands all of this and understands what influences each of these lab markers. So you have to get a full picture. Now you can get a lab through me, through the Nutrition Dynamic, which is now Vital Medical. You can get it through me. So I'll link that below. So I'll link the thyroid supplement, the lab testing, and you can use code REYES to get 10% off. Okay. Second is that we need to focus on anti-inflammatory diet. Now this is actually should be crucial. Majority of the time people are neglecting this. The way that you eat, the SAD diet, the highly processed foods that you don't even know, the artificial sweeteners, the high processed seed oils, things like this is all impacting your thyroid because it's all inflammation in your body. So we have to follow an anti-inflammatory diet, focusing on omegas from salmon, okay, or different omega essential fatty acid areas. Okay, and we need to eliminate food allergens. Okay, so majority of the time we got to eliminate gluten and dairy for a period of time. Now, if you're struggling with food sensitivities, it's obviously coming from your gut, particularly your gut lining. Okay, so I got YouTube videos on leaky gut, intestinal lining health, which you can go check out. But if you are dealing with food sensitivities, work on your gut lining as well. Now, you'll also see that I also focus on microbiome health, liver health in this video because that impacts your thyroid conversion, like I said before. Okay. The next thing you actually need to do is have proper blood sugar balance. Okay. The reason why that we want to say this is because blood sugar and insulin, insulin, blood sugar, whatever, plays a crucial role in the transportation and the metabolization of thyroid hormone. Okay. And so when you're dealing with poor blood sugar balance, that impacts that thyroid function. Okay. And the other thing you can do is use thyroid supplementation, like I said before. I like using Thyroboost from New Ethics Formulation. I will link it below. But using that will also help. So what did we go over here? Getting a full thyroid panel done. Eating an anti-inflammatory diet. eliminating food allergens like gluten, dairy, soy, things like that. Okay. Using thyroid support supplement. Those are the 4 things we have right now. The next thing is to address stress. Now, stress can come in many forms, but you know, when we need to balance stress, we need to balance our HPA axis, which is our hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. And so, with that, we have to focus on things that help lower cortisol. Okay, but then we have to have things that help with cortisol if we are struggling with cortisol issues. Now, it can be really confusing if you are dealing with low cortisol or something called poor cortisol metabolization. Now, majority of people are struggling with high cortisol, meaning it's just jacked up. So we have to lower it. Obviously, lifestyle, like get more sleep, adequate food, like we said, not killing yourself in the gym every day, even if you are properly recovering. Um, and perhaps taking like specific minerals like the B complexes or adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, rhodiola, or L-theanine to help lower the stress levels. Okay. Now after that, you need to fix your gut and your liver. Okay. Now I have many videos and resources I can link below. I will link below about how to do this. But you need to do this. It is the most crucial part of thyroid healing, thyroid optimization, health optimization, and looking to feel your best. Because if you aren't digesting something in your food properly, how are you supposed to get the recovery you need, the hormone balance you need, and the optimal thyroid function and metabolic function you need to live a high quality of life? So I talk about my 4F process in another YouTube video. But that is the most crucial thing that you can do to help with your thyroid. So, the sad thing is that majority of the time, it's a lot more than you may think when it comes to thyroid health. So coming just, off of just what are you gonna what are some things that you can do just off the top of my head for your thyroid besides what I just said? Um, I think one of the biggest crucial things is just taking care of yourself. If you're continuing to stress out, not eat properly, not sleep enough, or anything like that, that's all going to impact thyroid conversion, thyroid health. Okay. I just actually found out another client that was actually not my client, actually, I should say, well, my client's husband. Um, he found out he had Hashimoto's today. And, it's scary because you just see it out of nowhere. And so this is why it's important to advocate for yourself, advocate for your health. Because the doctor wasn't doing it until I was, talking to him and I was telling him, which is a male actually, which is unusual. But, health is serious because if you lose your health, you lose it all. As someone coming from an individual like me, I worked at nursing homes, I worked at clinics, worked in the healthcare system, I worked in the sick care system, I should say, that they're just giving medications. I gave insulin, I gave it all, oxycodone, to just numb it. But we weren't getting to the root cause, and there's many reasons for that, and the quality of life, and people just sitting there. Now, this is why I funded and founded Complete Vitality, because I wanted people to reach their complete vitality. And this isn't a pun intended, this is the truth. So, if you're looking to get your life back for your thyroid, your hormones, your blood sugar, or anything like that, then this is for you. Not only am I going to help you get to the root cause of your health issues, but I'm going to make you lose the weight and keep it off long term. Okay, you're going to have nutritional plans, you're going to have training programs, supplemental protocols. You're going to be in groups with individuals that are shooting for goals just like you. You're going to have meetings with me one-on-one, and you're going to have grouply meetings with the other members in the group to help you get to the root cause of your health issue, your health problem, or get you to your optimized health, what you want to be at. So if that's something you want to do, check out my website or check out my other YouTube videos or whatever to get more of an in-depth look. Message me directly. I'm always available. Now, if you're trying to get to the root cause, heal it all, lose the weight, guaranteed results, or get everything back, then this is for you. Hope you have a blessed day.